morning, everybody. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about the oil called parsley. Of course, I have some dried parsley as well, but I'm going to use parsley in my recipe that I'm making, and I'm going to put some parsley into the recipe as a little extra boost of parsley flavor. So what I'm going to make is dumplings, and it calls for 2 cups flour, so I'm going to go fetch the flour now. I got 2 cups of flour in my sifter, and then it calls for 2, I'm doubling the recipe. It's 1 cup for the recipe, but I'm doubling it, so 2 cups, and that calls for 2 teaspoons of baking powder, so I'm going to need 4 teaspoons. And I have my baking powder. Teaspoon here. Since it's 4 teaspoons, there's 1 tablespoon, so that's 3 teaspoons. If I can get it in here, that's too big. Alright, open a little bit. Here we go. One tablespoon, and then there's a 1/4, which I'll put 2 of those, which makes a half, which would be 4 teaspoons. Now, since I have my dry ingredients, I'm going to sift them to make sure I get the baking powder mixed in with the flour. I wish you could see it. Maybe I'll just lift it up and let it fall through. Woo! It's going in the bucket. At least you know that's what I'm doing. I'm sifting the flour through. We'll get that done real quick. And if there's any hard things or whatever that I don't want in there, I just dump it in the trash. I got my flour and my baking powder mixed together. And now it said 1 teaspoon of parsley, which I have a shaker. I'm just going to shake it in there until it looks decent. Amount in there. Usually I don't measure. I like to just experiment, and I add things as I go and make it the way I want it. I have a little bit when I carried the flour here. It was on the plate, so I'm going to dump that in there as well. Don't want to waste anything. Then it calls for a tablespoon of butter. Since I'm doubling it, it's going to be 2 tablespoons. I don't have real butter. I'm just using margarine. It's all good to me. Use what you got. Get that in here. My husband's trying to call me. Sorry about that. 1 more tablespoon. I have to. He didn't know I was going to be doing a video at this time. He's out hauling hay. Got a little bit of snow last night, not a whole lot. We was hoping not a lot, but we need the moisture at the same time. I need to show you what we got. Didn't get much moisture, not much. See? Not enough to squat about. So, he's still trying to call me. I'm going to push pause, answer the phone, and I'll be right back with you. I hope I'm able to splice the 2 videos together I don't know if I have everything it takes to do that, and it's going to make experience to me. If not, I'm going to just post 2 videos on today, and if you see them, then you know what I did. So I apologize. I had a phone call, and I guess it was urgent, so I had to answer it. And now that I got that taken care of, I will finish my what was I making? Dumplings. Now I need to get a spoon. Get a spoon here and mix it all up. I had my flour, 2 cups flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of butter, some parsley, mixing it all up. And I'm supposed to add milk. I can't remember how much it was. I'm just going to do a tablespoon at a time until it forms dough. I think it's a half a cup. That's what I'm putting in, half a cup of milk. Hey, like I said, I don't really measure things. When I'm doing things, I add things that I want. Like, for instance, when I'm adding the parsley essential oils, they don't call for essential oils. I'm just putting in there for a little extra flavor. When you're eating. That tastes so good. You get the milk added to this. Mix it up. And then when it forms into dough, which it's almost to that consistency, I'm sorry you can't see me. You can see me. I'm just sorry you can't see what I'm doing. So, okay, let me put my parsley drops in there. I'll put like 2 drops in. Let's see if I can get it open first. There we go. Put 2 drops of parsley in. Make sure the lid's all the way on. 1, 2. I guess I got 3 or 4 in there. This comes out pretty fast. And yes, you can cook with essential oils. I have dill, I have parsley, I have cilantro, I have all kinds of oils. Just mixed up here. Smells good. I'm going to add a little bit more a little more parsley to it because I can't see it. So I'm going to do the parsley flakes this time and add a little bit more so I can see that they're so you can see it. It's a little pretty when you cook. When you eat it, you can see the parsley in there. Okay. I'm definitely going to be growing parsley in my garden next year so I can dry it out and fill my container back up. Now, you want to drop it by spoonsful into your stew, your beans, or whatever you're cooking. Right now I'm making beans. Here's my pot. Of beans in the crock pot. Now I'm going to put in my dumplings and let it cook. About 20 minutes later, it should be ready. I guess I can try to turn it around so you can watch me. I said try. See how this turns out. Some of these dumplings are going to be bigger than others, I can see, but that's fine with me. Have you ever made dumplings before? It's a pretty easy recipe. You just let them cook until they're not doughy. It'll taste like a biscuit, but it's in water. Isn't that nice? I like putting dumplings in my food, like if I have leftovers, like these beans are left over from yesterday. So if I add dumplings to it, it's like a new meal. And it stretches the food out a little further. Where you have, you can eat it, not have to be like, ooh, this is getting boring, eating the same stuff every day, you know. You add something different to it. Sometimes I make like pinto beans. And while I'm eating the pinto beans, while we're eating the pinto beans, I make a big batch, and then when you eat pinto beans one day, and then when you're done with the pinto beans that day, and you have leftovers, which I make a lot all the time, like I cook for an army. Anyway, you take the leftovers, leave them in the crock pot, and just add hamburger and your spices and tomatoes and onions and bell pepper and stuff, and make chili. And then after you had your chili the next day, it looks like a whole new meal. Ooh, my washing machine was noisy. Looks like a whole new meal, but it's left over from the day before. And then the next day you can add macaroni and cheese to it and have chili mac. Where you eat all the meals, all three different meals out of the same batch of beans. And you can have, after that, and then I'm tired of it, and I just give the rest of it to the chickens. Won't be long, hopefully we'll have some pigs, sometime in 2021. We'll have some pork. I got my dumplings in. Looks kind of funny right now because they're doughy, but they're going to get all cooked up, and when they're done, we'll have beans and dumplings for dinner. So, if you like that and you want more recipes and things, and you like to watch my channel, share it with other people, and see what happens next time. Thank you for visiting with me and watching me when I cooked with parsley, and I will talk to you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ta-ta.